Okay, so here's my custom new Eternia Moss-Man. Here he is just playing. I got him flocked up and no armor on him right now. Take a look at him. I'm going to show off all the detail there. It's all posable and everything. I left the head off because I'm going to put the armor on. I just had it balancing on top there and I want to snap it down. Anyways, here's the base figure. Got the extra hands. They're flocked too. And that's it for phase 1. Okay, so let's get some armor on him. Do the basic. Got the armor here for the arms. I'm not going to fasten it down because I'm going to be moving stuff around and putting the other armors on. But it looks cool like that. I can fasten it, but I'm just not going to bother for the video. I got this one painted up. Regular Beastman armor. Got some extra green hair stuck to it. And you'll see why in a little while when I get to the next part. Man, a ton of this green hair, you'll see why. I'll show you in a minute. So there's your basic armor, and then I got his club here, and I repainted the club, put some flocking on that to have like some moss or vines growing up the side of it. Try to jam it in his hand there. Should use a hair dryer, but anyways, there you go. There's version 1. I got 3 of these Beastman figures on clearance for about 15 bucks, so I bought them all. I'm gonna make another custom out of one of the extras I have. I didn't start working on that one yet. I put a jewel on his belt there. I just thought it would look pretty cool. And then to get this part light green instead of blue, I just painted some transparent yellow airbrush, like one coat. So you put the yellow on blue and it makes green, so that worked out perfectly. And I painted his chain and the thing on his chest. You can see the detail on his face there. Everybody's hyped about the Origins Moss-Man coming out, and I don't really care about Origins, so like, man, I don't want to wait for Mattel to make a freaking Masterverse Moss-Man, so I'm just gonna make my own. I wasn't originally planning on flocking him, but then I looked it up and it's pretty easy, so I was like, yeah, what the hell. I ordered a bunch of green flock. I had like 6 jars of it. Let me get those, I can show you. I ordered these off Amazon. Wasn't sure if they would work. I didn't know which color I needed, so it's got a 6-pack, and then this one was perfect. So I still got a lot left over if I want to make some custom bases or play sets or anything. I got a bunch of styrofoam and Mod Podge. I'm gonna start working on that. I never did that before, so I want to make a couple background displays for my YouTube videos. So anyways, that's version 1. Let's get working on the next one. I got some yellow fur and I painted this all up gold. So I got that one going, and after I was done with it, I thought maybe it looked a little bit too bright, flamboyant, or whatever you want to call it. So I made another one. I had an extra piece of armor, but this kind of looks like a royal thing, like he's at something at the palace. So I'm not going to tighten these armors. I'm just going to get the armor on his legs, leave him like that. Get his head back on. So I got some more green hair all over this thing stuck. That's from the next version, you'll see. Then I painted his helmet up. And there's one more piece. Well, actually I got two that go on his arm. Might have to tighten that one down. I don't really want to fasten them, but I'll fasten them down later when I take some pictures outside. I want to go outside and do some photography with it. There's version 2, the bright version. I got this yellow fur from a wind-up chickie, little yellow chickie for, I got it at the Family Dollar. So I just cut the fur off it, threw the rest of it out, and that was the fur. So yeah, there's the brighter version, kind of like a royal armor for when they're at the palace or something like that. But I wasn't sure, when I got it done, I wasn't sure if I liked it or not because it was a little bit too bright, so I decided to go and make like a more toned down, darker version, like he's out in the woods fighting or something. So let's just take this part off. I also cut the back of it here. That way it doesn't really need, I was having problems with this part, trying to get it over the head and the shoulders, and I was scratching some of the flocking off, so I just cut that and I put this over just right over the back. Works a hell of a lot better. I also put some flocking around the belt. I made a copy of that with mold rubber and resin. I don't remember where the hell I got it from, but I just made a quick copy off one of the Beastman figures or something. I don't remember. So that's that. So then I wanted to get some darker fur, so I went on eBay and I found just a swatch of this green olive fur. So I originally cut a piece that matches pretty well. It did match, but I cut the edges out. But where's the original? Here's the original piece. See, there's more green fur everywhere. There's the original piece, and I had it matched up perfectly, but then I cut the edges off, and I put it around the head like that. And it looked pretty cool, but then I was like, well, why the hell don't I just make it like longer, like a cape? So I cut another piece here, and I just cut it down longer. And it goes around the same thing like that. It's more like a cape. And I made this solid brown, made it darker, and I've had another one of those things I cast. So let's get this on. I think this is my favorite version. See, it just falls down the back more like a big ass cape. I got flocking coming off all over the bottom there. So now I can, well, just gonna snap his head on there. And I have the lighter head, some kind of forest creature he killed or whatever, and then I made a darker version. A little too shiny. I'm probably gonna go over with a coat of matte finish just to dull that down. Came out way too shiny. That's what that looks like. Okay, so I decided to fasten on the pieces of armor. And the arms and the legs here, it's going to mainly stay like that in whichever version I use. The only thing that I didn't have to fasten down was the main chest piece, because that looks fine the way it is. And then I can just easily pop it on and off. But let me tell you, oh my god, these things were extremely difficult to get fastened back in. I had to use a hair dryer and fight with them, and they did not want to fit right. But now look at that. I could not get that thing around the arm. I couldn't get it fastened, and now it's loose. It's like, what? What the hell? How is it loose? That thing was so tight. But anyways, I got those. Those are tightened down, and the legs, they're going to stay that way. If I can get them standing. So that's my favorite version. I'm probably going to keep them in that one there. Here's what he looks like with the lighter one. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to take him outside when it gets nice out and take some photos. There you go. I like the way it came out. I'm happy with it. Let me know what you think. Is it a cool custom or a ruined figure? Everybody's going to have a different opinion, so let me know what you think in the comments, and I'm going to start working on my next custom. See you later.